Going to be recording this. All right. So let's start at the beginning. Hello, welcome. This is Lori McDaniel. I just started Lightworker Tech Tribe. I've been working, in the field for quite a while, but I just started Lightworker Tech Tribe on Meetup, and I'm really happy that you're here. Tonight, we're going to talk about 5 ways to make money with Zoom. A very hot topic, right? Given the times that we're in. And what I'll say real quickly just about myself, actually, before I jump into that, just so you know who I am, I've been in the technology field for about 20 years, a little bit more than that, I confess, not too much more than that, thank goodness, but yeah, about 20 years in technology training, learning design. I've been also a project manager on and off. I like training better, so I've stuck with that more. And I've also been trained in online marketing and online business, right? And a lot of my not a lot of the 20 years, but about 10 plus years, I've been doing this kind of thing like on Zoom with big corporations and small businesses even too. And as a light worker on the side, what I've done all these years is a lot of transformational work. I've been trained as a transformational coach and facilitator. So, and I also do a lot of spiritual work in the realm of like the divine feminine, and I lead women's circles as well. So I am a fellow light worker as well as being a tech nerd. So that's a little bit about me. So really, we find ourselves in this time where people are looking for ways to make money online. You may have lost a job or have always just wanted to go into that, and now is a great time to be doing it. So Zoom is a fast and easy way to get started. Why? Well, here are some of the reasons I think. I actually am a big fan of Zoom, and I've used all of the big platforms out there like WebEx, Adobe, and so on. I like it because it's easy. There's a very low learning curve. It's also affordable. I have the $14.99 a month level, and that allows you to have up to 100 participants, which is more than enough, and it's unlimited time. You could be recording and talking on and on for up to 24 hours. Reason number 3 is that you can use Zoom recordings it comes out as an MP4 file for everything from YouTube to Instagram, even online course sites like Teachable and Kajabi. So you can take the Zoom files and use them in lots of different places. So the first idea, right, we're talking about 5 different ways to make money, right? These are ideas that I see. So you can do one-on-one coaching or consulting. This is for everyone from healers, coaches, acupuncturists, teachers, whatever your knowledge is, people really need it. And you can meet with them one-on-one by Zoom, right? So if you're a coach or a consultant, before COVID, people were meeting in person. Now you can just meet on Zoom or FaceTime or anything like that. And if you're just starting out, you can do one-on-one complimentary sessions or consults for people to get to know you. That's a great way for people to get a sense of your energy. Is there a synergy there, and so on. And again, this is just great for any kind of coaches, healers. It's great for artists. You can get very creative about being a creative person who's using Zoom. And again, people really need your knowledge. Here's an example of what some one-on-one coaching on Zoom might look like. I really like this example because this is Sage Levine. She is using Zoom through Facebook. She recently had a live stream where she was live streaming through Facebook, and then they've been having a lot of technical issues with very large live stream lives through Facebook, and some of the bigger coaches are having to jump over to Zoom to continue. So she did that and then later uploaded the file you're looking at here in Facebook. People were able to comment on it and so on. Another idea, number 2, is YouTube videos. So you have a lot of knowledge and skill, right? As a light worker, whether you're just starting off as a light worker in whatever your field is, or you've been doing it for a while, you're probably really good at what you do. People really do want to hear from you. And you can use Zoom to upload videos to record yourself, for example, just like we're doing here. I push the record button and I'm now creating a Zoom video that I could later upload to YouTube, right? At any time. Very simple, free, except for your Zoom cost if you don't have the free level of Zoom, which works well. And then in your videos, one idea is you can offer viewers a free session with you, right? Or a free one-on-one consult with you. And a lot of people do build solid businesses with YouTube as their main way of getting to know people in these one-on-ones. I don't know if you follow Victor Odo. He's a fellow light worker and he's a YouTuber, and he has built, you know, a really nice career and income on YouTube. This gentleman is doing Zoom classes, believe it or not. He's actually showing people how to use Zoom. And I found him on YouTube, and I like this particular screenshot because you can tell it's Zoom because of the look and feel of it with the squares at the top, right? And he has a pretty sizable following. So number 3 idea is interviews. So do you ever see those cool interviews or summits online and you kind of wonder how did they do that? Do they have are they doing that with an iPhone? Are they doing it with the Zoom or WebEx? Like how are they doing that? Well, a lot of them are actually done on Zoom. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them are. And an idea would be to either do like a series of interviews, or if you wanted to start your own meetup group, for example, and have interviews every week, right? And then you can offer some of them for free, and then you can sell access to different series, or, you know, if someone's really popular out there and you know people are going to want to pay, or will be willing to pay for it, then you could certainly do that. This is an example of what a Zoom interview looks like online. The kind of the black bar across the top and the bottom, that's kind of the giveaway that this was done on Zoom. And I really like this easy side-by-side view that you don't have to use editing magic for in Zoom. You know, you don't have to have any fancy skills or anything. It's just the click of a button to have both people side by side. The number 4 idea is workshops, right? We might call them seminars, workshops. And, you know, of course, in this day and time with COVID, we really can't get together for workshops. If you're a light worker who's doing a lot of workshops in person, well, I would argue that it's just as effective to do it on Zoom, provided you prepare and get a little bit of, if you really kind of think through how you're, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to answer this chat real quickly. There is a chat coming through. Ah, there we go. I admitted someone. There we go. Letting someone in the door. Okay, so I would argue that you can have a really powerful, even an energy healing Zoom workshop, you know, something that normally you would think that you are only kind of able to do energy wise in person. I'm here to tell you that I participate in some very powerful um, energy based and even somatic based and kind of spiritual based um, experiences and workshops and seminars that are online, you know, so it is really possible. And you're really sitting on a gold mine. You know, you really know your stuff, right? And you have a message, you have work to get out in the world. And some ideas are to do maybe 2 to 4 hour workshops online. You can also do something that's called a VIP day. Like maybe it's a 1 day workshop where you work with a small number of people, you get a lot done, or you have a significant transformation. And one idea I've had, and I've been trying to get it out there to the healing world, is immunity workshops, immunity coaching. You know, people really are quite interested in whatever you got on that topic. So you can get on Zoom right away and start getting it out there. So this is an example of a workshop, right? This is kind of what it would look like. The gentleman who's in red. He's the facilitator. This is his class. That's actually George Kao. He's a really well-known social media expert and kind of an online marketing person. And he's giving a class. And you may see everyone across the top, but this also might be a class with 50 people in it, and you're just seeing those three plus him. It all depends on what view you click. And again, imagine that this is an immunity workshop, right? It could be an hour, and you're charging, I don't know, $47, and you have people show up and get a lot of great value out of that. All right. So the fifth idea is online courses. So, people are spending billions of dollars in online courses, even as we speak. It's been growing year over year for some time now. And the reason why is that online courses are solving people's problems. I buy online courses. Sometimes I go and I look for something that's free. And then if I don't find anything and I do find something that's paid and it really solves my problem, I feel like I'm going to get great value, I'm happy to pay for it. So what a lot of instructors are doing, and this could be you, I say instructor, but I mean, it could be light workers. They're using Zoom to record their courses, recording session by recording session. And then they're going into a platform like Teachable or Kajabi, if you've heard of those, that are online course software. And you click the upload button, and then you upload your files, right? Your Zoom files. So that's really kind of how that world works. I say that world meaning the world of how to get your Zoom files into the software. There's more that goes into the marketing of it, of course. So here's a visual example of a class. This is actually a community college class that's using Zoom. And it's kind of nice because it really can be quite familiar and, somewhat intimate, like you're in the same room. Depending on your facilitation skills and, your comfort level and everything, the space that you create can be very much like a real classroom. Okay. So I just want to announce that coming up soon in Lightworker Tech Tribe, this new meetup group, I'm going to have something every week, something like this that gives you some ideas, gives you a taste of what's possible, sparks your creative juices. Next week, I'm going to have something like this where I'm talking about online courses and how do you even create one? How do you start to think about that? What the heck is Teachable? What the heck is online course software? And then also, I wanted to give away some free resources here, Zoom tutorials and Zoom classes. If you just kind of let me know through Meetup if you want a copy of these slides, you can just go to Zoom's site and they have just a ton of free resources. It's really great. And so now's the time, right? Now's the time. You light workers are needed, right? We light workers, right? I consider myself one as well. I'm really passionate about you getting your voice, your skills, and your knowledge out there in the world. You got to get that light spread. We need it. And you can make money online with all your great knowledge plus Zoom or plus, fill in the blank in terms of online marketing. Maybe it's your great knowledge in online courses, for example.